Well, hello everybody. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. But in this video, we're not going to talk about silver too much because we're really going to focus on this unusual yellow metal. That's right. Let's talk about gold for a minute and what's going to go on for 2024 when it comes to my channel. Now, first of all, hey, Happy New Year. Right? You did it. You survived so far. Unbelievable. We thought against all odds that it was not going to happen, but here you are. Here I am. We're going to keep it going in 2024. So pat yourself on the back. You kept surviving. You are a survivor. Okay. So why do I have all this gold just kind of sitting out, right? Because in 2024, I want to continue something that I started in 2021, which was the gold challenge. What does that mean? Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to get some gold into your stack. But Spegtacular, I can't afford it, man. I can only buy silver. That's all I can afford. Let me tell you something. If you save up, a little bit of this silver money that you have, you can definitely get into some gold. I mean, right here, a gram of gold, you can probably get for close to 3 of these puppies right here with premiums considered and everything. If not 4, for sure, you can start getting into the gold game. The only issue is you do run into a premium hike, right? When you start to get smaller pieces of gold. Now listen, a lot of you right now are going like, but Spegtacular, when you get the smaller pieces of gold, you get burned when you go to sell them. Well, the idea, number one, is to not sell, right? It's just to hold your gold, preserve your wealth. That's idea number one. Idea number two is to not just go to places that don't give you some premium back when you go to resell. Believe it or not, we have the age of the internet where we can sell to one another, and you and I are both watching this video, and you and I are both into precious metals, most likely, and you and I can sell to each other via the internet. It's a crazy, crazy world, right? I mean, we got options here. And you and I understand there's premiums involved, and that stuff doesn't just go by the spot price only, so we can sell to each other a lot more efficiently than just going to a shop and end up, really kind of getting burnt on a lot of the premium value of this stuff. So that's that. So you have no way to complain right now, right? Now listen, don't put yourself in any kind of debt. Don't be buying this stuff on a credit card and then not pay the credit card fees at the end of the cycle. Don't be that guy or that gal. That's not what we want here, right? It's money that you have to spend on things like investments, and I want you to get into the gold game. Right? So what I'm going to do on my channel is every single month, you'll see a dedicated video of where I bought some gold. And sometimes in the past, I had to push myself, right? It was like, oh man, am I going to be able to do it this time? Well, maybe I could only afford a 10th ounce of gold that particular month. And I did it. I was able to get it done. It is what it is. Some months are going to be better than other months. If you can't do it every single month, and I'd like you to try, but if you can't do it every single month, then every other month or every third month, whatever you're able to fit into your budget to where you can get into that gold challenge, I really, really want you to do this thing, okay? If for some reason you are to where you can only get to that gram of gold and that's the best you can do, then that's your best, right? I accept it. I accept your best, but don't sell yourself short. And also, don't sell yourself short when it comes to spending money, right? You got to have money to pay some unexpected bills, so don't spend all your investment money going into the gold game because Spegtacular challenged you. I want you to definitely have money set aside in case something happens, because it's guaranteed that something in 2024 is going to go wrong. It's going to break around your house, your apartment, on your vehicle, on your wheelchair, whatever you got. Something's going to go wrong. It happens. And it seems like it happens every time you buy precious metals. Is it just me? Right? You go to the store, you're like, I'm buying precious metals today. You feel good about yourself. You grab one of these, St. Gaudens double eagles, and as soon as you leave, you get a text from the wife saying, hey, washing machine's making that noise again. I think it's going to go. It's inevitable. It's just how life works. But we're going to try our best to get into the gold game and get some into your stack. I know for a fact that a lot of people when I was challenging them in 2021 and again in 2022, they were not gold stackers. In fact, some of them had no gold whatsoever, and that challenge helped to push them a little bit to get into the gold game. And now they're super excited about it. I mean, they're like, hey, this stuff actually has increased in value. I've preserved my wealth. I can see my stack grow with some gold. I've diversified a little bit. I'm not just only relying on silver. I've moved on a little bit. I've moved up in the world, right? I've gone into something that every single country that is a power of any kind stacks, which is gold. So whatever you're comfortable with, try to grab some, right? Sometimes you might be out there and you might see some kind of gold coin. You might see something like this, and it's just such a good deal. Maybe even wanting one, right? That counts. That's part of the challenge. Get into the gold. Now, that stuff has a premium too. So again, if you have to go sell, which we're trying not to, but things do happen. If you had to go sell, make sure you're selling at the right place where you can get that premium or that coin value. If you can be a big spender and you can go all out and you can start getting the 1 ounce every single, whatever it is, month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever you're able to start investing your money into, however that works for you. If you can go into an ounce every single time, imagine how that's going to add up at the end of the year. I mean, shoot, I'm not a mathematician, but I know that if you buy an ounce of gold every single month for 1 year, that's 12 ounces of gold. Look at that math. That was like that, right? Look how smart I am. That's crazy. So imagine if you could possibly stack 12 ounces of gold in a year, right? How awesome that would be, right? It feels good. It feels good. And then you look back on it. I mean, what is that? That's like $24,000 worth of gold in your stack after a year. That's nuts. Could you imagine being able to do that? That's fantastic. Now, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. That's probably a dream for a lot of people. Most people probably can get away with something like this, a 10th ounce. And that's fine. There's a lot of premiums on the 10th ounce for sure. But if you sell to the right places like I spoke about, you can get that premium back, no problem. And sometimes then some, depending on which piece you get. Sometimes you can get some valuable little collector's pieces when they first come out. And then later they are worth a lot more. I did that myself with a few pieces and end up just buying more for the stack. It works out real good. But most of us, I think, are probably going to get something around the 10th ounce. And so don't feel ashamed. Whatever you can do individually, that's what's important. And if you can do the 10th ounce, then that's great. You're going to have over an ounce of gold at the end of the year. And for some people, they don't have that. Some people don't have the ounce of gold right now. So that's awesome. Imagine that. Imagine just one little piece of gold like this right here, worth over $2,000 as of today's prices. I'm going to put this video out, early. And the prices have been just going up and down like crazy on gold. So by the time I put it out, maybe gold's going to be $1,700. I don't know. And then people are going to be like, Spectacular, what are you talking about? It's not 2,000. As of the making of this video, it's well over 2,000. And that price is subject to change. It changes all the time. It changes every single day. It changes multiple times per day. It is what it is, but just keep on little by little. Now, certain things you might want to be careful with. Now, I'd count this a little bit of nugget in the stack, but if you're buying like pay dirt and you're doing it that way, you end up losing a lot of money to the pay dirt companies. So I wouldn't recommend going those kind of routes. Also, although they're super duper fun and you can feel good about getting gold, right? Because you get these little gold backs and they're only like $4 or $5 each. And it does say that you're getting gold because it's a 1/1000th of a troy ounce. And you start feeling good about yourself because you're like, I got gold in my stack. I really think that these right here aren't the best way to stack gold. They're cool. They're cool as can be. I like them a lot. They look really flashy. They have beautiful artwork on these things, for sure. They fit so great in these little wallets meant for gold backs. Here's some more over here. Hold up. Let me show you. It's great, but I wouldn't recommend these as a normal way to stack gold. So I don't know that I really would count these as a monthly addition to your gold stack. That's me, right? It's your gold stack. You do what you want. But yeah, I think you should try to focus and try to get into the 10th ounce gold if you can. Put away the silver for a little bit. That's okay. Put away the silver and stack a little bit of gold. And then you know what? Next year, in 2025, you go back to the silver, right? You go back to whatever feels comfortable. Or shoot, be a rebel and continue on with the gold in 2025. But for 2024, try your best to follow this, right? We're going back to it. We did the peace dollar squeeze last year, and I'm not stopping the peace dollar squeeze. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going to do it. It's just not going to have the dedicated theme on the channel like the gold will this particular year. So I want you to keep on the gold as much as you can. Push yourself, right? But not to the limit. Don't take it to the limit. Just like I said, just be cautious. Play it safe. Play it right. Maybe just don't buy as much silver. Maybe, stop going to McDonald's every other day. You can do without that quarter pounder. I promise you, you're going to be okay without it. Probably be healthier too if you stop that stuff. Come on, man. Let's be honest, right? Anyways, I got to go. I appreciate you for watching, and I appreciate if you're going to go ahead and join this challenge with me, because I'm going to be in it. As of January, as long as God willing and the creek don't rise, you're going to see me buy some gold in 2024. I can just feel it. I can feel it in my bones. All right, I got to go. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular, who's going to be stacking some gold in 2024, is out. Well, hello, everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe, and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. When I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.